It is the 6th day of the month of May 2024. This is Hope TV, where you look and live. My name is Nelius Wanjiru. It's time for Newswatch, but before everything, let's get the highlights.
Kila boma serikali tutawapatia shilingi 10,000 ya kutafuta makao mahali mtakaa mkingojea mpango ya serikali.
We need to do more to settle all eligible pending bills and process all that is considered ineligible.
We expect morning rains over a few places during the first half. We expect afternoon and night showers and thunderstorms.
Let's now begin. On sign language interpreter is Monica Cheng, and my name is Nelius Wanjiru. Let's kick off. President William Ruto has promised Kenyans evacuated for their own safety. Due to the ongoing floods, Kenya's shillings 10,000 spent from national government. Speaking during a tour in Mathare, Nairobi, Ruto revealed that the money will help the families secure a place to stay as the government works on finding a more long-lasting solution. Recipients of the cash will be households that were evacuated by government administration officers with the help of Kenya Defence Forces, Kenya Police and National Youth Service. He remarked that flooding has been caused by climate change and Kenya will embark in planting trees in Mathare and other riparian lands in the country.
Wale wote households 40,000 hapa Nairobi ambayo wamehamishwa kwa sababu ya safety yao, kila boma serikali tutawapatia shilingi 10,000 ya kutafuta makao mahali mtakaa mkingojea mpango ya serikali. Nyinyi mnanielewa? Nataka munisikize tena kwa makini. Nataka munisikize kwa makini. Mimi nimesema kila boma ambayo tumehamisha hapa, tumeandika majina yenu na tutahakikisha ya kwamba wale walikuwa wanaishi hapa, kila boma, kila nyumba, tutawapatia pesa ya kutafuta mahali ya kurent for the next 3 months wakati serikali inapanga vile mambo yenu itashughulikiwa. Mimi nataka niwaambie kuna watoto wetu ambao wanasoma, mashule yao imeharibika. Mimi nataka niwatangazie hapa Nairobi, serikali tumetoa shilingi bilioni 1 ya kujenga mashule yenu upya. Tuhakikishe ya kwamba kila mtoto wa Nairobi na kila mtoto wa sehemu zingine za Kenya wanarudi shuleni pale tutakapofungua shule, wapate shule yao iko sawasawa, ndio mtoto wa Kenya asikose
Moving on, the Parliamentary Budget Committee has given the government light to use as much funds as possible to address the current crisis caused by the ongoing rains in the country. The committee, led by KRO MP Dini Nyoro, say that it will approve all budgetary allocations to be used in assisting hundreds of victims affected by the rains. Didi spoke when he led a group of MPs in visiting victims of Mai Mahiu Dam tragedy as the death toll rose to 60.
Kama viongozi na kama binadamu. Na mheshimiwa Sosioni nimeeleza pia na mheshimiwa Ali Wario. Mimi niko budget committee pamoja na mheshimiwa Ali Wario. Na unajua tukibudgetia maneno ya emergency, huwa hatujui emergency itakujaje. Kwa sababu emergency tunaobaga hata isikuje. So kuna pesa ya kushughulikia. Lakini kama hiyo pesa haitoshi, katika sheria ya Kenya inaruhusu serikali inaweza tumia fedha hata ile haiko kwa budget. 10% ya hiyo fedha isaidia wa Kenya wakipata ajali kama hii. And I want to assure them, all the government institutions and agencies, wale wanasaidia katika hii maneno ya maafriko na jaga ile imetupata, please muendelee mtumie pesa ya serikali hata kama haiko kwa budget. Sheria inawapea ruhusa, you can use up to 10% ya kuangalia wa Kenya wakipata mashida kama hii. Na hiyo maneno ikikuja bunge ya ile fedha mumetumia, I want to assure all the government institutions we are going to approve those expenditures as budget committee and as parliament. Tutumie pesa tuangalie wa Kenya. Maswali ya pesa ati ilitumika nini ikuja baadaye kama Wakenya wameangaliwa.
Now, let's take a look at weather outlook for 7 to 13th May 2024, where rainfall is expected to continue over several parts of the country, with heavy rainfall events in some parts of the Central Highlands, Western Kenya and Rift Valley during the first half of the forecast period. According to the Director of the Kenya Meteorological Department and the Permanent Representative of the Kenya with the World Meteorological Organization, that is David Gikungu, rainfall intensities across the country are likely to reduce during the second half of the forecast period. He added that high average daytime temperatures of more than 30 degrees Celsius will be experienced in more parts of the coast, northeastern and northern western Kenya. Low average nighttime temperatures of less than 10 degrees Celsius are likely over some parts of the Central Highlands. Gikungu was speaking during the Flood Steering Committee meeting in Karen, Nairobi County.
Situation during the first half of the forecast period, and we expect a reduction in that level of activity thereafter. The northwestern parts of Kenya, where we find Turkana and Samburu counties, we expect that there will be morning rains as well as afternoon and night showers and thunderstorms. This will have a coverage of like a third of the place. That is what we mean by a few places, and that is during the first half of the forecast period. We expect that in the other half, there will be mainly sunny intervals. The highlands east of the Rift Valley, including Nairobi County, where we have Nyandarua, Laikipia, Nyeri, Kirinyaga, all the way as listed. We expect morning rains over a few places during the first half. We expect afternoon and night showers and thunderstorms over several places during the first half, and this will reduce in coverage as we move towards the end of the 7 days. The northeastern parts of Kenya, where we have Marsabit, Mandera, Wajir, Garissa, and Isiolo counties, we expect morning rains, as well as afternoon, night showers.
Moving on, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua says the government is streamlining response to the floods for efficient and effective distribution of the humanitarian support across the country. Speaking when he chaired the National Disaster Response Steering Committee and Development Partners meeting, Gachagua said the government's focus is to reach as many affected people as fast as possible. The United Nations Resident Coordinator Stephen Jackson said the foreign partners have raised 900 million Kenyan shillings as of Monday to boost response and humanitarian activities across the country, and
we see an opportunity to jointly coordinate extended support to these areas through a joint-up action involving government, development partners, the private sector, non-state actors, and individual well-wishers. This whole-of-society approach will allow us to respond rapidly and strategically to where the needs are greatest, allow the greatest level of flexibility to deliver timely and effective coordinated assistance to the most vulnerable families, and facilitate a more impactful outcome of chosen interventions.
So shelter and non-food, nearly 65,000 people reached already. Hygiene promotion, nearly 15,000 people. Water, sanitation and health, nearly 120,000 people in Garissa, Tana River, Wajir, Mandera, Lamu, and we've pre-positioned stock for another 160,000 people. And I think cholera has already been mentioned. We do know that there has been a small outbreak already in the northern part of the country, and we're very active in that space, and it's something that I will come back to. Cash transfers and food distribution, about 45,000 people reached, 4,200 cartons of ready-to-use therapeutic feeding for malnourished children in 9 counties. Logistics, and this was mentioned a little bit earlier. I'm delighted that we've been able to requisition the 6x6. These are these heavy-duty trucks that can get through flood waters. So we've been able to requisition those again, and to lend mobile storage units from WFP to Kenya Red Cross.
And now the National Assembly's Transport and Infrastructure Committee has raised concern over the rising numbers of damaged roads in the nation affected by ongoing floods. Led by the committee's chair, George Kariuki, who is also MP for Ndia constituency, the committee has urged leaders and residents to address the matter, noting it will soon paralyze transport in the nation. He further expressed confidence that the national government will take appropriate action once the rains subside. The torrential rains have damaged bridges and drainage tunnels, which have even caused floods in the same areas.
Keti chini na gavana akatengeneza kamiti ambayo inashughulikia mafuriko, na hiyo kamiti imeanza kazi. Ilikuwa Tebere na ikatuletea matinga, tukatengeneza mitaro.
Hali ya barabara nchini juu ya ile mvua kubwa imenyesha katika mwezi moja sasa inaisha, iko mbaya zaidi kwa sababu barabara mingi zetu zimeharibika, zimekatika, bridges na box culverts na barabara za maram za rami zote mingi zimeharibika. Hakuna mahali kwa nchi, hakuna county, hatusikii viongozi na wananchi wakielezea vile hali ya barabara iko katika area zao. Ningetaka kupatia watu wetu hope ya kwamba mvua ikiisha, tunajua Rais President William Ruto amepanga vile tutarudi kurekebisha hizo barabara kwa sababu zimeoshwa mingi, property zimeharibika, na tukiangazia sana sana pande ya infrastructure tuko na hali yenye hatujawahi kuwa nayo pale hapo nyuma, na tungetaka kuambia watu wetu wa Kenya wawe na subira. Saa hii hakuna barabara inaweza tengenezwa, hata ikiharibika namna gani hatuwezi tukatengeneza. Maybe tunaweza fanya repair kidogo, ukarabati kidogo, lakini kutengeneza vizuri itakuwa wakati mvua imepungua, ndio tuweze sasa kurudi kazi. Tukiangalia hata kule Nairobi, naona potholes ziko mingi, barabara mingi za Kura zimejaa potholes kwa sababu ya hii mvua, maji mingi yenye imepita.
That comes even as the death toll from the floods rises to 229. For that report, let's take a short commercial break. We shall come back with more news.
Thank you for choosing Hope TV, the channel that brings you hope, entertainment, and inspiration. We value you and would like to serve you better. Talk to us by scanning this QR code on your screen or go to our social media page at Hope TV Kenya and click on the survey link by the name Hope TV Survey. It will just take a few minutes but means the world to us. We value your feedback. Hope TV, look and live.
Aya, amna Go TV stream? It's free. Go TV stream iko mkononi na ni free. Download Go TV stream app for free. Enjoy live TV na shows kamia nane. Download and watch later anytime, anywhere. Go TV stream iko mkononi na ni free. Available to active subscribers. Go TV, love it.
Do you remember?
Every day is a party. Other people in the station, yo, put your hands up. If you got a question, Jesus is the answer. I don't know another part.
Listen and live.
Mimi Angela nimeshanga sana. Nilifikiri kubarikiwa ni kuwa na mali mingi, kumbe mimi nilijidanganya.
Listen and live.
Revolution.
Revolution.
Ooh, ooh. That's the only part I'm good at singing. Ooh, ooh. Do you want a revolution? Ooh, ooh.
Story of hope. Listen and live.
To get Wewe ni Mungu by Evelyn Wanjiru as your Skiza tune, SMS the word Skiza 88300028 and send to 811. Hope Skiza, spreading the hope.
Umepigana vita zangu, nakupa ibada ya moyo wangu usiku wa leo.
Welcome back, and now let's take a look at matters away from floods in the nation, where the governors across all the 47 counties have been asked to focus on settling the eligible pending bills, which now stand at 150.66 billion Kenya shillings. This was the plea from Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua in his opening remarks during the 23rd session of the International Budget and Economic Council IBEC that took place at his official residence in Karen, Nairobi County. He added that the Kenya Kwanza administration is committed to timely disbursement of funds to develop and devolve units. The DP also urged the governors to implement reforms in the coffee subsector as agreed to enable the national government achieve the intended purpose, which is to ensure farmers reap benefits of their hard work.
There is also steady progress in reduction of outstanding pending bills. As of March 31st, 2024, the total amount of pending bills reported by 47 counties was 150.66 billion Kenya shillings. This reflects a reduction of 8.61 billion shillings over the past 9 months since the start of the 2023/24 financial year. This represents a decrease of 5.4%. By the end of the fiscal year, we anticipate that this figure will decrease significantly. We need to do more to settle all eligible pending bills and process all that is considered ineligible to the satisfaction of our businessmen at both levels of government. I wish to restate the commitment of this administration to timely disbursement of funds to counties. The National Treasury also cleared the equitable share to counties for November and December 2023, as resolved in the 22nd ordinary session. Despite the fiscal revenue challenges, the National Treasury has also cleared disbursement to counties up to the end of February 2024, with some already in receipt of their March allocations. As of today, 66.5% of the total allocation for the financial year has been disbursed. With the support of the National Assembly, the County Government Additional Allocation Act 2023-24 was passed and assented to by His Excellency President William Ruto. Counties are accessing and using additional funds for the benefit of our people. I urge the relevant institutions to collaborate and seek appropriate amendments to the statutes within the 2 financial years in which the exemption has been granted.
Moving on, Interior CS Kithure Kindiki has today chaired the second quarterly meeting of the Counterterrorism Financing Inter-Ministerial Committee. In a meeting held at Harambee House, Kindiki said the government is continuously monitoring financial inflow to protect the country from the harm of money laundering and terrorism financing. This is in line with the obligation of the Prevention of the Terrorism Act of Kenya and various United Nations Security Council treaties, as well as resolution of the prevention of terrorism and terrorism financing. Moving on, Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has said that Kenya will continue fostering good relations with Somalia in all areas of mutual interest to advance the socio-economic development of the two countries. Mudavadi noted that the collaboration will be anchored on strong fraternal bonds that stimulate bilateral relations driven by the goodwill and determination. He was speaking at the third session of the Kenya-Somalia Joint Commission for the Cooperation JCC held in Nairobi today.
My colleagues, I can testify that when it comes to negotiating with our brothers and sisters from Somalia, it's not a joke. In so doing, they have set the parameters on the conduct and promotion of our bilateral relations. This is very important because the teams were able to finalize discussions on 3 bilateral instruments in the fields of political consultations, education, and defense, although there's just a little left, which Duale and his counterpart will finalize. I am confident that the resolutions arising out of this session of the JCC will serve as motivation for the finalization and signing of the pending draft instruments, as well as an inspiration to further solidify bilateral cooperation for the mutual benefit of the people of our two countries. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, I reiterate Kenya's commitment to cooperate with Somalia. I will assure you of my support and that of the government of the Republic of Kenya and readiness to engage on various matters to bolster our relations.
And now we headed to Embu County, where youth leaders from Mwea and Makima wards in Embu County have called on the government to partner with organizations that are in forefront in the fight against drugs and alcohol abuse. Mwema Youth Alliance patron Nicholas Kasanga said this will only be successful if the government and leaders across the country agree to work with established anti-drug crusader groups. He said such organizations as their need a helping hand in terms of the resources in order to run successful programs aimed at sensitizing youth on the need to keep off drugs as well as rescue those already addicted.
I request the government to be partnering with the associations, organizations which are already established to ensure that they do as much of these programs, because we have seen that we need such of programs that deals with drug abuse in different sectors. So watoke pale juu, let them do programs kule rural areas in these sectors kama hizi tumefanya, na kule pia ambapo hakuna serikali karibu, let us be able to teach or educate these to young people as many as possible to young, na pia they should be sponsoring these programs which are they are made for the youths, wacha waonekane they are part of it, of them.
Tunaomba wazazi waweze kuachilia wanafunzi na youths pia, na pia wale youths ambao pia wanaweza kuwa wamaliza shule, they come together ili kuja tuweze kusaidiana. We do this thing together. Inawezekana tukishikana mkono.
Sisi kama wanarika tunapotumia haya madawa ya kulevya yatachangia pakubwa sana kukuwa na mashinda katika jamii zetu, kama ni familia zitaweza kubomoka, zile familia changa, kutokana na utumizi wa madawa ya kulevya. Pia kuna yale mambo ambayo tutaweza gusua furugu na kutakuwa na imani katika eneo zetu kwa ajili ya utumizi wa hayo madawa ya kulevya, na pia tutaadhiri pia jamii yetu.
And finally, we head to Pokot County, where the members of the Pokot community convened at Nyangaita Shrine, Masol Ward in Pokot Central Sub-County to celebrate the community's culture. The symbolic first ever ceremony, Christine Pre-Pokot Cultural Festival, held under the West Pokot County Government and non-governmental organization, encompasses activities related to culture of the Pokot community and abandon of the female genital mutilation, that is FGM. Members of the community from the West Pokot County and Tiati in Baringo County, in colorful and flamboyant traditional dress code, turned up in large numbers to participate in the event, where they showcased different cultures from music, food, ornaments, and dress to traditional cuisines. That is the end of our news bulletin tonight. Thank you so much for choosing Hope TV, where you look and live. My name is Nelius Wanjiru, and our sign language interpreter has been Monica Ching. And to everyone that made a success of Newswatch today, including our directors, thank you so much and have a blessed night.